Joe Biden in Davos, Switzerland. I've never seen him looking so young before. You may not remember him looking so young, but what were they doing in... Okay, you all, we got it right here. Joe Biden comments on the Iraq war and the critiques being aimed at the Bush administration by Europeans at the World Economic Forum. There were some presidents that never did go to Davos, and I think Bush might have been one of them. Never did go to the World Economic Forum. Let's look at this. I'm going to turn it around and see if we can find some him glitching, because he does look a little different. Let me push this button.
It is Sunday evening, and we are in Davos, Switzerland, with Senator Joe Biden. He is the ranking Democrat on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee.
He looks kind of nervous, really, really nervous. If that truly is Joe Biden, wonder why. Do you think that they made him go there? Look how he looks different. Now, hold on, you all, right there. Let me flip this around for one moment. I gotta do it. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. I left my pointer over here. I gotta find a new pointer. Okay, we got it. We got it. No, I didn't leave it. Now I got two. Now I got two is what I've got. Hello. Hello, Susan Donahue. Yeah, I want to hear what he had to say. I didn't know he ever went, but he looks a little bit, either he looks like he's been awake all night or something strange.
It was not very long ago that he was the chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations
Oh, now see, now that looked at it like his face.
Committee when the Democrats were in charge of the Senate. It was said that he, along with Senator Daschle, had the most contact with the White House and with the Secretary of State and with the Secretary of Defense. He is here in Davos, where he has been since Thursday, sampling some of the people who are talking about America, its role in the world, and specifically about Iraq. He has heard the complaints, he has heard the questions, so I am pleased to have him here to give us a sense of Davos, as well as some sense about what America should do to respond to the complaints and what might be known and not known on part of the people who are engaged in this debate about America and Iraq. Thank you, Senator. Great to see you.
How could he get to be the mouthpiece, you all? Don't you find that? Hello. Yeah, Joe Biden. That is Joe Biden. Hello, Apple Brooks. That is Joe Biden. I guess this is, but he looks a whole lot different now. Maybe they took over his body. They could have. They took over it.
At a very extraordinary place.
It is a beautiful.
His mouth looks kind of computerized and stuff like that.
I wish we had more time to enjoy it. Both of us.
It is a beautiful sight, and especially this studio looking up.
I believe that this person has a mask on, because look at this under his face. I don't think he had those wrinkles there, maybe at that age. And then, maybe that's something behind his head, you all. Maybe he's not a hologram, maybe.
On these mountains, and you got a chance to do a little bit of skiing.
He did a little bit of skiing. He looks kind of peaceful. Hello. They replaced him with his cone, because this person has a different look on his face than the original Joe Biden. Maybe that was the original Joe Biden, but the Joe Biden they have now is a total different one. Around the ear, the looks are off, Susan. They could have got rid of him, because maybe his...
At lunchtime, I took my wife. We went cross-country skiing, which I've never done. I'm a downhill skier, so we did at 12 o'clock today because Powell spoke. Because what Powell did was Powell's rhetoric was not as did not come off as fiat. As some of the rhetoric coming out of Washington has, that has caused, particularly our European friends, they think, for example, they think our motive in Iraq is oil.
That's the same one that we see today. Isn't that the same one that we see today with the wrinkles in his head? How can it be the same person? Ask yourself, how can this Joe Biden right here be the same one that we see today at times with those wrinkles in his head? That was 25 years ago. How can it look like the same one? Because the one they got now with those wrinkles all in his head, it looks like that one. It looks like that one. Yeah. Can y'all hear me? Because my sound should be working. Because even then he was wearing a mask. Wow. Even then. Let's look at him now. Let's see Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Let's see the images of him. We got this one who does the screaming. We got this one who looks like kind of like Jimmy Carter. This might be the original Joe Biden. That very well could be the original Joe Biden right there at this age. This one doesn't look like this one. Nor does it look like that one. Then we got that one. Then we've got this one. And then we got this one. Then we got this one. Wow, look at all the different ones that they look like. Then we got the ones that they put the glasses on. I want to get the one that has the I don't know, you all. This is too many Bidens because he doesn't look like this one, but this one right here does look like a mask.
They think our motive in, to use the phrase the foreign policy types over here use, that we're a hegemonic power. We're the hegemon. They knew we're trying to leverage our power beyond what it is now.
It does look like a mask. Look, there's a cube. There's a cube on his face right there. It's like right there, like a cube, and it's going into his eye. What if he was AI? He could have been AI. It's like AI, like an eye. Let's look at his face, you all. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Trying to look at Joe Biden way a long time ago. And it's a totally different look on his face. Totally different demeanor. Everything is different. His mouth even looks different, like a robotic mouth. He does look like he's got a robot mouth.
We're seeking to be, and I don't agree with these assertions, but they think that the accusation made is we're seeking unilateralism and we're dismissive of them. As one very high-ranking Frenchman said to me, it's not that you disagree with us, it's that you're so dismissive of us.
You're dismissive of us.
Do it our way.
And we're going to do it
And
our
either you
way.
agree with us,
That's right.
or we'll go on.
But even worse, we don't need you.
Oh no, we don't need you. I want to see him at a distance to see if he looks like a robot. Here's one of him. Wow. The AI imagery is new. So was someone saying that that was like the original Joe Biden back then? Is that what someone on here said? 4,000 years ago. Yeah. Let's look at this.
Now, if we do this in a way without the UN support, which we may have to do, and we will win, what's going to happen is that 35 or whatever percent of this new Islamic party that is now in control, but with a leadership that wants to keep a secular state and a leadership that wants to connect to Europe, we're going to find that party becomes more radicalized. We may find that the indirect consequence of the way we go about this is having a Turkey that is much less hospitable to our interests 2, 5, 3 months, 10 months, a year, 5 years down the road.
But is that an inevitable consequence if we go in, if the United States takes military action, or is that consequence significantly diminished if...
Why does his head look like that? Do you see that? Was this AI? His head, he has a line on his head that he could even be AI. That looks a little strange, you all. Look at that.
other countries?
Is that just a regular light going up here and then shining down there straight like that? And his nose, Charlie Rose's nose looks a little strange. Yeah.
Join in.
That just doesn't look normal. Yeah, I am serious.
The effort is
Very serious.
If sector
Trying to look, we're looking for AI even in old videos. If you're just tuning in, we're looking for the AI, seeing how far back the AI might have went. And indeed, it could have went very far back, but if this is the original, Joe Biden, who knows who the other one is now, a stand-in clones. The stand-in clones. That's kind of weird.